Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy, and today we are going to make these adorable Christmas tree cards, and they are actually way simpler than they look. They look really complicated. It is literally just a corner fold, and it is so easy. So let's get started. What you're going to need is scissors, a cutter of some kind, or just a ruler and scissors, and a piece of paper for your card, and then a piece of green for, well, it doesn't have to be green, for your evergreen tree or your tree, your fir tree, your Christmas tree. It can be gold, it can be sparkly, it can be printed green paper, it can be printed purple paper. I don't care, whatever you want, you choose the color. But you need to have a couple of sheets of that. So let's get started. Oh, and a glue stick. Gotta have a glue stick. Definitely. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to start by cutting 4.5. Let's do 4.5. Let's see, that's 5. So let's do 5. So I'm going to do a 5 by 5 square. Okay, 5 by 5 square. And then I need a, let's see, 4.5, because I'm going to go down a half inch for each size. So there is 4.5. So you can see each size is going to get just a little bit smaller. Okay, so then I'm going to do, so I did 4.5, so now I'm going to do 4 by 4. So, and I'm going to do 7 total, going down a half inch each time. So there's the 4 by 4. Now I'm going to do 3.5 by 3.5. Let's see, do I have enough? On this one, I think I do 3.5 by 3.5. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to go 3. This might not be enough. Let's see if 3 is enough. 3. Close enough. All right. So 3. And then, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do, okay, so now, so I did, what was that? 3 by 3, so this is 2.5 by 2.5. 2.5 by 2.5. And then 2 by 2. 2 by 2. Okay, so do I have 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7. So now I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to get rid of those. These are some others that are cut in half, and I'm going to see if those will work, because if they do, then a rectangle will work too. But what I'm going to do when I did it the first time is I'm going to fold these in like this, but not quite all the way, not quite. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in the middle, and I'm going to go like that, okay? Just like that. And I'm going to snip it off like this. Okay, which is why I'm thinking that a rectangle is going to work. But let's do this because it makes it easier to cut down. All right, so next one, I'm gonna go like that. And across. cut it. There's the next one. You can see how this is going to pop on, and I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to do this one. Right here. Okay, so same thing. Then I go ahead and cut it, trim it right down. That goes right in there. Same thing here. Next one. Like that. Okay, and this really is a craft for all ages because everybody can fold. You can draw lines. You can, parents could help, or you can just do this because it's just so cool. So I'm going to go ahead and finish folding all the rest of these and snipping them down. Okay, so now I have them all. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to take my other piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half for my card. Like that. And this is made out of cardstock. This is just like regular photocopy paper. It could be scrapbook paper. It can be, it could be origami paper, which is super thin, or whatever, or colored or designed paper that you decorated or designed yourself. That works too. Okay, so now I have the card, and then what I'm going to do is I've got a piece of scrap. I have a piece of wax paper. I'm going to put that down so that I can go ahead and not get my table all dirty and put them on. And I'm going to start at the top. So I'm just going to turn it upside down, put it on here, put glue on like that. First one, leave room for a star at the top. Okay, next one. Tuck it in like that. Next one. In like that. Next. Tuck in. And you can see how it's popping up on its own, which is so cool. And literally, this is so easy. And you can see that they really are just a rectangle. So you could just cut rectangles and cut each one 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch smaller than the previous rectangle. So you could, in fact, start with all of those like that. Same idea, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the last two pieces. And before I put the last piece on, I'm gonna cut a trunk for my tree so I can tuck it in underneath. I'm going to space them about the same as the tree goes down. Okay, so here's my last one. Now I need a piece of paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a kind of a tree trunky shape. Okay, so there's like a tree trunk with, roots, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tuck that under this. I'm going to put it on. Okay. So before I put that in, that way it's underneath the bottom part of my tree. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this in like this, just like that. Last piece. And then I'm going to go ahead and tuck it in. And you can have your tree so that it's like, you know, blowing in the wind, so it's a little crooked. So you can see my last one is a little crooked because I got a little close to the side, so that's okay. It still looks totally awesome. It's 3D. You can put your own message inside, and it literally was so simple. So I hope you guys have fun making these. Here's the other one. And remember, you can make it out of rectangles, and each one 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch smaller. Each one gets a little bit smaller, and they all fit together. And then you just close it in like this. Okay, that's literally what you're doing. Okay, and that would be the bottom. Okay, so if you're starting from just rectangles, that's what you're doing, and leaving that little space in the middle. And it pops up like that. It is a super easy, great craft to do. Have fun, merry holidays, and yeah, enjoy crafting. Like, subscribe, comment, share.